Let's two truths and a lie from the ACC. And this is all championship related. Florida State will win the ACC again. Clemson will not make the ACC title game. Miami will make the ACC title game.
I'm taking Florida State as the lie. Florida State repeating.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You get the whole field. That's pretty good.
You get the whole field.
You get 16 teams.
I like a lot of what Florida State has on defense. Generally, my rubric for greatness is quarterback and defense. With what Florida State lost on its line, even with what it has coming back and, occupying their defensive line, I think DJU is fine. I do not trust DJU. On a high level, I would not feel great about a team. Like, I think he's a totally fine quarterback, but I don't think he is a championship caliber quarterback. And that is my bias. I've watched a lot of him at Clemson and Oregon State. I'm just not there. Whereas I can talk myself into the upside of Miami, and you're saying Clemson missing the championship game?
Clemson missing would be the lie. So Clemson making it would be the truth in that situation, which is at this point a harder. I mean, it's a bolder take if you're saying they're going to make it.
I think I like Clemson more than Florida State in this moment.
Yeah. For me.
Wow. In general.
Yeah, I do. Look, we just did a whole episode trying to zag about the Iowa offense, right? That let's not make fun of the Iowa offense. Let's try to understand it. And there is something to me about where I believe Clemson's defense will be this year. And I know that the issue has not been defense for Clemson, but I think as flawed as we can look at Clemson being with what they've done in the portal and not being able to figure out offense and receivers specifically, which is weird given Dabo's background, they've still won a ton of games recently. There is something still I like the continuity of Clemson. I think that is the
so does Dabo.
Sauce. Well, Dabo likes it too much, to be clear. But I still think continuity is the secret sauce to college football. And I can't fully buy Mario Cristobal, but I still like the upside. And I like Clemson a little bit more than Florida State in this moment.
Andy, the lie is that Clemson will not make the ACC title game. I am in on Clemson this year. I'm in on Miami. I think Miami's going to make the ACC.
You bought the stock that Dabo recommended?
I'm in. I'm buying too much here. I'm into Miami making the ACC title game. I can certainly see a world in which Florida State again wins the ACC, though I'm not betting on that. The lie to me, though, is Clemson not playing that title game. I am pretty high on them. I've got them in the game against Miami this year. I get that there is the narrative, as Dan alluded, that Dabo is not adapting. He's not using the portal. To be clear, that is definitely a long-term problem that he should probably see somebody about or talk to somebody about. Get a hall pass. Go out and get somebody to come in. One or two guys a year that can come in and plug some gaps. But I do think the receiver room will be better this season. I'm extremely excited about a guy like TJ Moore, the freshman wideout. He was compared to T. Higgins in his high school recruitment. To be clear, they need another T. Higgins to win some 50-50 balls and hopefully unlock that passing attack. I think this is going to be a better offense. I'm a little bit concerned that there's relative immaturity along that defensive line, but I think they'll be fine. I'm a little bit concerned that Cade Klubnik is going to show the same level of inconsistency we saw a year ago. But all things being equal, I'm still pretty high on this team. I like where they're at, and I think they're going to be playing in that ACC title game, probably against Miami.
So I think Florida State is going to win the ACC again.
Wow. I
do not think Clemson will make the ACC title game. My lie is Miami will make the ACC title game. And we talk about, I need to see it.
Yeah.
With the Iowa offense. For me, I need to see it with the Clemson receiving core with Jeff Scott not on the staff. Haven't seen it in years and years and years and years. I need to see it with Miami Mario Cristobal. They're coming to Gainesville. And their roster should be better than Florida's. They're 2.5-point favorites. I'm not that confident in them winning. You look at the rest of their schedule, they'll be favored or should be favored in every game other than Florida State. They should be 7-1 in the ACC. Will they be? I don't know. I need to see it. So the idea of Florida State matching up with Louisville or NC State or Virginia Tech in the ACC championship game seems more plausible at this point. And we'll see. Maybe Clemson is that team. Maybe Clemson is as good as you say they are. I would like to talk to you guys at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time on August 31st when the Georgia game is over. Most of us suspect the Georgia game will actually be over significantly before that. But
a lot of great teams get killed by Georgia to open the season and go on to super impressive things. Let's all be clear about that. Go Ducks. Okay?
Dan's an Oregon grad.
Yeah.
And we all remember what happened 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that we'll talk. We'll reconvene via group text on August 31st to see how we feel after that Clemson Georgia game. Georgia, a 13.5-point favorite in that game. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.